A while back, I'd commented on somebody else's post there about people wanting to put a bigger battery in their Honda Fit. Well, in my 2008 Honda Fit, I uh, I finally had time to make a video of it so you guys can see what it looks like in there, and then of what the specs are too. Um, so the battery that I put in my 2008 Honda Fit, it's a factory fit battery that I got. I just pulled out of my 2005 Ford Mustang. And the measure, and let's see, for Napa, it says Napa The Legend Premium 740 cold CA 590. So it's 740 cranking amps, 590 cold cranking amps. The dimensions of the actual battery are the height is 6.75 inches, the width is 6.75 inches, the length is 9 inches, and then it says BCI number 96R, and then it says Napa number sign 8496R. And I have it running lengthwise from the fuse box to the air cleaner, and it fits perfect. It's nice and snug. So yeah, kind of. You guys can see that there. You guys can just pause your computer screens if you want to write any of that stuff down. And I'll go out to the car and show you what it looks like in there. Okay. And this is what it looks like here. Like I said, it's sitting lengthwise here, right up against the fuse box, and up against the air cleaner. And when I actually measured the battery and measured the dimensions of the area it's got to fit, it actually was showing that battery was not going to fit. And with your measurements, it'll show that it won't either. But trust me, it does fit in there. So, and this car was a salvage title, so I don't know how much stuff was missing off there, but it's just got the metal battery tray. I don't know if there's any more to it than that. So, yeah. And let's see what else about it. And I guess any of you that are actually looking at buying a Honda Fit, I might as well give my review of it too. It's got a 1.5 liter VTEC in it engine. And this thing has a lot of pep because I did a lot of research before I bought this car. Because I test drove a brand new 2019 Toyota Yaris, and that thing was so gutless. I'd slam on the gas at a stoplight, and you would hear it roaring, but it was just barely moving. I would have been miserable driving that car. Whereas this one here, I get on it, and this thing has pep, and I'm passing everybody on the highway, loves going 80 miles an hour, so this is definitely an open-the-road car, too. And then another nice thing about this car is it's the original 5-speed automatic transmission in these, which is kind of nice. Not much to go wrong with it. And you get to a hill and you just slam on the gas and it downshifts on its own and you just power right on up it. Let's see, they don't use as much oil as your normal car there. It only uses 3.8 quarts with the filter. And they use a really lightweight oil in these cars. 5 weight 20 is what it is. The coil packs aren't too bad to get to on the back. That's where they are. It's just 4 of them on this car. Check your engine oil there. For your brakes, it's got electric power steering in these, so you don't have to worry about fluid there. And then down here is kind of a pain in the butt. There's a dipstick down there to check your transmission fluid, and you gotta have such skinny hands to get down there, so I only check it once a month. So, and this 1.5 liter VTEC that comes out to a 1500 cc engine, so smaller than some of the motorcycles out there actually. And this one here is just a base model, so I don't have cruise control on this one. and it doesn't have the 15-inch rims like the Sport model. This has 14-inch rims, and these are 175/65 R14s, or what size these are. And another thing about this car, this is all I could afford. I wanted one with a button to turn off the traction control to get around in the snow here in the wintertime. And it turns out that they didn't start giving that option until 2011. So what I ended up doing is I put snow tires on the front of it, and that really helped with the traction rather than being stuck all the time. And what else about here? Oh, with that battery there, up here in North Dakota, like this winter came really early here, and we had a month of 40 below, and that battery did just fine. I mean, it cranked quite a while, but it just cranked until she popped off. So, and actually the interior of this car is pretty, well, mine is dirty, but it's actually very high quality. I'd expect, like, I don't know, if you got like a cheap Chevy car, the plastic parts, the door panels, everything would be breaking off, and this one isn't like that. So, and you got a cup holder for everybody in the car. 2 right there for the 2 people in the front seat. Got 1 in the middle there in the back for your passenger sitting back there. And this car here has 205,000 miles on it, and every single option works on it still, other than one of the coolant temp sensors is out on it. And I replaced that one and it didn't go away, so I'm guessing a mouse must have chewed the wire. So another thing is with your cigarette lighter. These cars here, they come with a lawnmower battery in them, which is 340 cranking amps. So they don't want you listening to the radio while your girlfriend is in getting groceries, because it might not start. And that's why I went ahead and I upgraded to the bigger battery too. And then I added an auxiliary power outlet there too, a second cigarette lighter. And that one there, just I ran a fuse tap, so a pretty long wire over the fuse box. And I guess the circuit that I did plug into is where it won't power up unless the engine's on. So still don't have anything where I can plug in anything when I'm inside. And typical Honda stuff here. The sun visors, the clips are broken on them on that side and on that side, so they kind of flop. And looking in the back seat here, this is the Honda Magic seats. And got the sun kind of shining here, so they're amazing. They your gas tank is actually underneath of the 2 front seats, so you get lots of room where it's just recessed down here. And I'm actually going to college, so on one side I'll put my backpack, and then on the other well there, I'll throw all my books down there, and it works really good. And then when I go to town to get groceries once a month, I can throw as many groceries as I want, just stack them up on top of each other. And it's kind of nice where it separates it from the back seat there, where I have all my stuff in case I break down or anything. And I'll fold down the seats here. Or, well, actually, I'll show you the seats here. Pull this up, and that releases the seat from standing. And it's got to sit in that little tray down there. It engages. And it just locks in. It's kind of nice, you know, you can have one person in the back, and then you'll have storage on the other side, or you can also go ahead and put in down the other seat. Let's pull the release tab on the back here, and that folds that down. And then you have a full area. Go ahead and set the other one down. So yeah, plenty of storage here. And the reason I bought this car, because I looked at Priuses actually too, because this car here is rated at 36, which I can get 36 at times, but it isn't consistent. Especially well, without cruise control. I think that kind of throws it off, and then with it having a smaller engine. But I wanted to be able to put Chevy Silverado transmissions in here, and the bell housing is too tall to fit in the back of a Prius, just with how high the battery raises everything up. So I didn't go with the Prius there on that. And then I also honestly think that I could fit a pickup, or well, at least a car engine in here. So I kind of wanted a parts runner for that. And then what else about it? Yeah, oh yeah, another issue with it. I decided to stick with a gas car too, because the Prius is, well, with my job here, once I graduate, I'm actually gonna be working overseas for part of the year, and I might even do stints of like 1 or 2 years overseas. So every time I come back to the US, that big hybrid battery would have froze by then up here in North Dakota, and I'd have to spend $1,000 in buying a reman. So I was like, I'll settle for 36 miles per gallon rather than 45 that a Prius gets. So and yeah, so oh yeah, and then yeah, your 2 passenger guys in the back seat here, they each have a cup holder in that one, in that door and one in that door. So that's something that this car is known for, is the cup holders. So all right, thanks for watching, take care.